Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's video. If you're a dog owner like me, one of the things that you may have noticed is that your dog tends to have a preoccupation with checking out the toilet just after you've visited it. Not only do they need to guard the door to protect you from that shower monster, they also need to check out how well you've performed. Well, this got me wondering, why do dogs like to smell the toilet? When I was researching it, I will be honest, I did struggle to find a lot of detail on this. There seems to be a lot of different theories, but really very few confirmed reasons. One thing that's very clear is that male dogs seem to be more interested in smelling the pee from other male dogs than from female ones, unless that female's in heat. Female dogs, well, they seem to be equally interested in both male and female pee. Dogs, they know their own smell, so they tend to concentrate on smells that are not them. They're really good at differentiating there. When smelling pee, dogs, they tend to follow a fairly set pattern. From a distance, they start to pick up the scent that they want to follow. They start by sweeping their nose from side to side. And what they're doing is they're searching for the strength of the smell. So where it's slightly stronger, that's the direction that it's coming from. So that's where they want to move towards. This, it's known as the deciding phase. By moving towards the area where the scent is stronger, they're moving towards that source of the smell. At a point, they enter what's called the tracking phase. Here, what they're doing is they're concentrating harder on locating the source of the smell. They tend to move slower in this phase, about half the speed as the deciding phase. Here, the dog is sniffing harder and for longer. It's all about increasing the airflow over the mucosa that contains the scent receptors. Finally, the dog may flamen. I'm hoping I've pronounced that right. This is where they're lifting the lips to expose some special scent receptors in the vomeronasal gland. Again, chances are mispronounced. This, it all adds detail to the scent picture that the dog is building up. So some simple signs to look for to see if your dog is scenting. Are they being alert, sniffing? Does their body freeze while they're moving their head around? Are their ears up? Are their heads down? Are they maybe zigzagging when they're trying to get in and locate that smell? Are they tasting the air? When a dog is smelling, it's doing a lot more than we do when we smell something. A human, we've got approximately 5 square centimetres of scent receptors, but a dog, they've got about 125 square centimetres. And not only are they able to detect urine, they can even pick up specific notes with it. These include things like very specific hormones, sugars, and even if there's the presence of an infection or not. This, it's all down to that super sensitive nature of the dog's scent receptors. And yes, it includes the number, the location of them, and also the anatomy of the dog's nose, the way it's built up. Dogs, well, they can be trained to react to specific smells. And that's where we've got sniffer dogs for things like explosive, drugs, smoke, stuff like that. Teaching a dog to react to a specific smell, well, that's a reward-based process. When they react correctly to a smell, they get a reward. To be honest, there's no known reason why dogs smell our pee. There are, though, 4 potential theories. The first one, clinginess. This is where they're naturally attached to you and they tend to follow you everywhere. They've got no real concept of what a bathroom is, but the toilet, it suddenly has this vast amount of scent that they associate with you, so they have to check it out. Territorialism. The dog, it's a territorial animal, and as such, they mark their territory with urine. The dog smelling at the toilet, well, all it is they're checking out the scent marker that you're leaving there. Third potential theory, they're looking for food. We all know dogs, they love their food, don't they? And they know that we are the food providers. And what they're doing is they're assuming that when we've been to the toilet, what we've done is not actually used the toilet, we've just gone in there and we've left a nice treat for them somewhere and they need to go and check it out to find it. The last one, this is around the need to drink. Some dogs, they tend to drink from the toilet. Fortunately, mine can't reach that, so I don't worry about that. What they do is they're smelling to make sure that there's no foreign items present in the water that could potentially cause them harm. It's also thought that dogs drink from the toilet because generally the water in there is often cooler than the water in their bowls. If you notice that your dog is smelling the toilet, in the main, this isn't too much of an issue. But be aware if you notice that your dog is developing some kind of compulsive behaviour for this, it may be worth talking to your vet for advice on actions you can take to try and stop them from doing that. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. This was one of those silly little topics that I like to do from time to time. You know, yes, like previous weeks, I do really serious ones. I like to mix it up a bit. And this is just something, you know, I was sat there one day, not on the toilet, promise. I was sat there one day and it just popped into my head. Please drop your comment down below. Would you like to see me doing some more of these more sillier type of topics rather than some serious ones? Please hit the thumbs up button every time you like, every time you comment. Just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.